Good evening. I'm Mary Love, and welcome back to Country Living. As you can see, I got a haircut. I love my hair this length. But, anyways, tonight we're going to have a loaded baked potato. I got a couple of potatoes here. I've already washed them. It's just me and my husband, so tonight's going to be easy. I've got some steak here that's chopped up. I'll put that on to cook after these potatoes get done, because they're going to have to cook about an hour in the oven so they get nice and soft and delicious. So I'll put you down here and let you see what I'm going to do these potatoes, and we'll get them in. I got my toaster oven preheating to 375 degrees. So I'll get you down here and you can see what I'm doing. Right, let me grab a knife. And as most folks know, me and sharp objects, we don't get along very well. So we're going to be very careful so that I don't slice off a digit. So like I said, I've already washed my potatoes. I'm going to poke a few holes in them so that the heat can penetrate and get through. Flip them over, poke some holes in the other side, as being careful not to slice off any digits. I'm not looking to have finger food. Alright, we got that one poked. Let's poke this one. Woo! Got close. Ain't looking to have a knuckle sandwich either. Okay, I won't give up my day job. Alrighty, we got the holes poked in there. Now then, I got 2 pieces of aluminum foil. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put that potato right there in the middle of that aluminum foil. I got some butter here. We're going to get some butter out of there. Yes, I'm going to use my hands. Probably should have dried that potato off a little bit. Alright, we're going to put that butter right there. And I am going to dry my hands off. Whoop, gotta grab some seasoning. Nature's seasoning. Love, love, love it. We're going to give us a good douse. Alrighty. Now here, I got a cup of ice. We're going to put some ice cubes around this. This is going to help it to form a little hot tub around this potato. It's going to cause some steam to come up. We're going to have to do it this way. Alright, we're going to fold these ends up like this. Fold them over. One more time. Then these ends we're going to bring up and close up where no steam can get out of there. I'm going to do that on both ends. We're going to make a little pocket. And just that easy. There is one potato ready to go in this little oven over here. Alrighty. We got the other piece of paper. Potato. Oh, we're going to dry that one off a little bit. Get some paper towels. Kind of just wipe it down a little bit. Get some butter. Ooh, you can never have too much butter. I like Paula Deen's idea. There's never enough. Put that butter on there. Wipe my hands off. Nature's seasoning. These are going to be good. Form a little hot tub. Alrighty. Bring up the sides. Flip it around. Fold it over. One more time. Close them ends. Fold this one over. Close them ends, and this is heavy duty foil. Can't use that wimpy stuff. Alrighty, there's my potatoes. Like I said, I'm going to put these in a 375-degree toaster oven, and I'm going to let them cook for about an hour. I'll check them about 45 minutes into it to see if they're getting tender all the way through. And once they're done, then I will split them open, and I'll have the meat cooked. It's, like I said, it's chopped up steak, chopped up really fine. I'll cook that, add some onions to that while it's cooking, and then we'll split these open and pour that butter onto them, and some sour cream and some bacon bits and just a bunch of goodness. So let me get these in my oven over here. There it is. We're going to pop these in here. I'm going to set the timer on my stove over here for 1 hour. There we go. Now then, we got that a-going. Did you notice? No dishes in the dish strainer. Yay me! I emptied it out a while ago. I'm so proud of myself. I was starting to get a complex. Every time I made a video, there was this dish strainer full of clean dishes. They were clean, but it's still full. So you people was probably thinking, she don't never empty that thing. But I do. But anyways, we'll be back here in about an hour, and we'll get these going so that we can have some dinner here in a little while. I'll be right back, so don't go anywhere. Alrighty, the potatoes are done. So I'm going to chop up this onion, and we're going to get this meat on to cooking with this onion in it. I'll put you down here where you can see me chop this onion, but if you've seen one person chop an onion, you've seen a bunch of people. We're going to show you anyways, because from watching other videos, y'all seem to like watching what we're doing. So, here we go. Ooh, it's going to make me shed some tears. Once again, these are some stout onions. And I mean stout, stout, stout. We're going to chop this up. Not real big, thick pieces, but a little bit. There we go. That's all I'm going to chop. I'd just soon not stand here and shed a boatload of tears over an onion. Woo! Mercy sakes alive. Alrighty. Woo! That's stout. We get this pan going. Man. Woo! There ought to be some way of getting them onions. Well, if I drug out my little chopper, I wouldn't shed the tears, but whoo, man, that thing is stout. I'm going to set this over here. And I sprayed a little bit of cooking spray in my skillet. I didn't want to put a lot of oil in there, so I sprayed it with a little cooking spray. So I'm going to let that heat up just a little bit, and then I'm going to throw this onion in there. And let that kind of sizzle a little bit. Let me turn you around here where you can see. Let that sizzle, and then I'm going to put that meat in there and drag out some sour cream, some cheese. I've got a little bit of bacon bits here. I'm just using the Great Value brand, real bacon pieces. says it's already fully cooked, so I'm good. Won't take this skillet long to heat up at all. Whew. Mercy sakes alive. Yeah, my hair, I decided it was time for a haircut again. I like it this length. After having COVID last year, I lost about half of my hair due to the fact that back in 2009 I had to take chemo treatments. I was diagnosed with mesothelioma, so I took chemo treatments, 2 different kinds of chemo at the same time. Well, who knew that years later that chemo was going to cause me some issues. That's what caused me to have diabetes. It affected my pancreas and damaged it. And then having COVID because of the chemo, I lost half of my hair. So I keep it cut off short, but I like it this way. Well, that ought to be heated up enough by now. We're going to toss these in there. Give them a little bit of a stir. Now this is just some chopped steak that I bought from the store. It had a specific name, but I couldn't have pronounced it if I tried. So I'm going to cook this up, and it won't take but just a few minutes for this to cook because it is chopped so fine. Woo, those onions smell good cooking. Man, they smell good. Alrighty. Oh, there's the nature seasoning. We're going to give it a douse of that. Give that a stir. Alright. We're going to let that cook for a little bit, and then we'll be back here in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Alright, the meat's done, so I'm going to grab my potato, put it on my plate, and I'll put the camera down here and show you what I'm doing. So first, I'm going to grab some sour cream and some cheese out of the refrigerator, and I'll be right back. Alright, now I'm going to put you down here where you can see what I'm doing. Alright. Now then, I don't know if you can see it or not, but see all that juice in there, that putting that ice and butter in there? It made a little hot tub for that baked potato to cook in. Ooh, that's a little hot. So, let me grab a knife. We're going to split it this way. Then we're going to split it this way. And, woo! That didn't work out quite like I wanted it to. But you get the gist. Alrighty. Now we're going to take that juice and pour it on there. Now I'm going to take some actual butter. Don't panic over how much I'm putting on here. I like a lot of butter. Now, oop, my fork in there. Now we're going to put a little dollop of sour cream right in the big middle of that. I'm going to put some of these bacon bits on here. Not a whole lot. Just enough for a little flavor. Grab a spoon. Now I'm going to put some of this meat on here. We're not going to be skimpy with it. There we go. Now then, I've got some mild cheddar cheese. Put a little bit of that on there. And I've got some Italian style that has got mozzarella, provolone, parmesan, romano, fontina, and asiago cheeses in it. We're going to put a little bit of that on top of there. And I'm going to set this in the microwave for just a few seconds, long enough to melt that cheese. And then I'll show you what it looks like. It's going to be good. We'll give it 15 seconds. I love loaded baked potatoes. Just, they're quick, they're delicious. Love them. A little bit longer. Not quite melted enough just yet, so a little bit longer. Man, I'm ready to eat now. It smells good. Ooh, I gotta have some salt. Salt is my one little vice. Oh, that's better. That's a little better. Alrighty. Didn't that look good? Yummy. So, we're going to give this a little sprinkling of salt. I won't show y'all how much I put on there because y'all probably have a heart attack. And we're going to give this a little bit of a taste. Ooh, it's going to be hot. If you've never made a loaded baked potato, you can load them up with anything. Beef, chicken, pork. You can leave it vegetarian. And just load it up with a lot of vegetables and cheeses and stuff. But they are really delicious. There's really not a recipe for this, so it's just something that you throw together. I hope you like this video. If you do, please give me a thumbs up. If you have a comment, maybe a suggestion on something else that I could try on it, please leave me a comment. Please be kind. It's not a fancy dinner by no means, but it is satisfying and it is fulfilling. So my prayer for you today is that I hope you wake up in the morning refreshed and renewed, ready to meet a new day. With each new day, do something you didn't do the day before. I am Mary Love. This is Country Living. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I hope by the end of this video that you'll hear or see something you like, and that will cause you to want to subscribe to see other videos that I have. If you subscribe, please hit the bell notification so that every time I upload a new video, you will be notified of it. For the subscribers that I already have, thank you so very much for dropping in and checking out this video. I appreciate it deeply. I hope to just keep gaining more and more. I want to use this channel not only as a place for you to maybe find a new recipe, but I want to use it as a place of encouragement. If you need prayer, ask. I will pray. But with that, I will say adieu, and I hope and pray that you have a wonderful remainder of your evening, and God bless.